Praise the Lord, children. Today we are going to learn lesson number 7, Good Advisor. Bible portion is from Exodus chapter 2 verses 18 to 21, chapter 4 verses 18, chapter 18. Memory verse is from Psalms chapter 32 verse 8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will guide you with my eye. Theme of this lesson is where there is no counsel, the people will fall. In this lesson, you will learn how Moses was guided by his father-in-law with his counsel. Moses flew from Egypt to Midian after killing an Egyptian. There was a priest in Midian. His name was Jethro. He had 7 daughters and a son whose name was Hobab. They were feeding the flocks of their father. Then Moses lived with Jethro and married his daughter Zipporah. Moses also fed the flocks of Jethro. One day the Lord called Moses to go to Egypt. So Moses went and returned to Jethro, his father-in-law, and said to him, "Please let me go and return to my brethren who are in Egypt and see whether they are still alive." And Jethro said to Moses, "Go in peace." Moses went to Egypt to meet Aaron. Moses' father-in-law heard of all that God had done for Moses and for Israel, his people, that the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. Then Jethro came with Zipporah and had 2 sons to Moses in the wilderness, where he was encamped at the mountain of God. Now he had said to Moses, "I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons with her." So Moses went out to meet his father-in-law, bowed down and kissed him. And Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done to Pharaoh and to the Egyptian for Israel's sake, all the hardship that had come upon them on the way, and how the Lord had delivered them. Then Jethro rejoiced for all the good which the Lord had done for Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hands of the Egyptian. And Jethro said, "Blessed be the Lord, who has delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of Pharaoh, and who has delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all the gods, for in the very thing in which they behaved proudly, he was above them." Then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and other sacrifice to offer to God. And Aaron came with all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before God. The next day that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood before Moses from morning until evening. So when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did for the people, he said, "What is this thing that you are doing for the people? Why do you alone sit and all the people stand before you from morning until evening?" And Moses said to his father-in-law, "Because the people came to me to inquire of God." So Moses' father-in-law said to him, "The thing that you do is not good. Both you and these people who are with you will surely wear yourself out. For this thing's too much for you. You are not able to perform it by yourself. Listen now to my voice, and I will give you counsel, and God will be with you. Stand before God for the people, so that you may bring the difficulties to God, and you shall teach them the statutes and the law, and show them the way in which they must walk and the work they must do." Jethro, father-in-law of Moses, advised Moses, "You shall select from all the people able men, such as fear God men of truth, hating covetousness, and placed such over them to be rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens. And let them judge the people at all times. Then it will be that ever great matter they shall bring to you, but every small matter they themselves shall judge. So it will be easier for you, for they will bear the burden with you. If you do this thing, and God so commands you, then you will be able to endure, and all these people will also go to their place in peace. So Moses heeded the voice of his father in law and did all that he had said. And Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens. So they judged the people at all times. The hard cases they brought to Moses, but they judged every small cases themselves. Then Moses led his father-in-law depart, and he went his way to his own land. Children, here you can see the organizational setup of our constitution to guide and judge people. Here you can see the administrative structure of India to satisfy and check the need of every citizen. This is what the counsel given to Moses by Jethro. Thank you, children.